Good morning, everybody. Mike here with Alderman Chevy GMC, Vermont's favorite car dealership. Today we're looking at the 2022 Chevy Equinox in a beautiful blue color here. As we come up close to the vehicle, you are going to notice that this vehicle is actually kind of quite dirty. But if you take a step back from it, the dirt kind of disappears on it. So this blue kind of hides that color, that dirt pretty well. If you take a look here at the front, you are going to notice you do have your daytime runners right here, and you do have your regular LEDs with your turnstile down below on the front fascia of here. You do have that beautiful black Chevy bow tie on there. Now this is the RS version of this vehicle, so it's kind of like the nice little sporty version of it. You'll notice on the front there is the car Bravo plate on there, which means that you're going to get 6 months, 6,000 mile bumper to bumper warranty on this vehicle. I like how they did the black Equinox against the blue. I think that kind of makes it pop a little bit. Now you do have these beautiful Edge Touring tires on a gray metallic rim on there. Kind of makes that sleek, especially with that black bow tie on there as well. You'll notice on the front you will have these buttons right here on both the front doors. That is your keyless entry on it. You do have it only on the front doors though of this vehicle. All you have to do is have the key fob on you and you'll be able to open the doors. If you take a look inside here real quick, we'll go over some of all these features that are in this vehicle in just a moment. But just to kind of get a feel for the size of the vehicle here. Now I'm about 5'11", and I have more than enough room to kind of stretch my feet out here, which is nice. You will notice that you do have your HVAC vents right there, as well as your 2 USB charging ports. You do have the kangaroo style pouches on the back of both of these seats, which is a nice touch to have. You can kind of tuck some paperwork or whatnot in there, books or activities for the kids on a long journey. One thing I do like about this vehicle too is that you have the leatherette and the cloth as well in this with that beautiful red stitching. If we take a look in the front here, you are going to notice that you have this weird little knob there. That is going to be your tailgate knob. So you can kind of adjust the settings from the front here and then push that to open up the tailgate, which is kind of nice. Now if we get in here, you're going to notice that you do have your power locks, you do have your power windows, and your power mirrors as well. You do have your daytime runners here. You can set it to automatic and kind of forget it. It'll allow you to not have to worry about the lights turning on at nighttime or if the weather starts to go bad. We turn on the vehicle here. You're going to notice that there are a couple of different clusters here on the steering wheel. You do have your regular cruise control settings over on this side, but you also do have your front collision and your lane keep assist. Those are kind of cool features to have as well. That way, if for some reason the person all of a sudden brakes in front of you and you've got to reach back to talk to one of the kids or something like that, the vehicle is going to detect that you haven't caught that the person has braked in front of you. So that'll help brake for you so you're not crashing into the back of them. That lane keep assist is going to help guide you back into the lane or let you know that you have departed from the roadway. So it's kind of a cool feature to have as well on here. On this side, you will have your regular radio controls and your voice controls as well. And you do have like the paddles right here on the back for your volume control. So you're not having to take your hands off the wheel to constantly go over to the radio. If you push the buttons right here on the side, you have a couple different options that you can kind of go through to change the driver information center there. Give you tire pressure, your oil life, or your air filter life, and your oil life, your fuel information. So some kind of cool stuff to keep an eye on too while you're driving. If you go over here to the infotainment center here, you will notice you have your different audio settings, you have your phone settings, Wi-Fi capability. You do have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and your OnStar services in this vehicle. If we take a look below, no more fighting over the temperature in the vehicle. Somebody's too hot, somebody's too warm. You have these beautiful dual control settings in here, so that way the driver and the passenger can kind of control their own climates. So I personally like that feature. I don't like it too warm, I don't like it too cold, so I can kind of adjust my side without affecting the passenger. You take a look down here, you are going to notice that you have a fast C charger, a USB, and an auxiliary port with a 9-volt as well. You do have parking assist and then your all-wheel drive button here right by the shifter, as well as your automatic parking brake. Middle console here, you kind of have this little tray that you can kind of take out of there, and you'll see it is pretty deep in there, so you can kind of put a lot of stuff in your center console. It does also have a little light in there to help you see at nighttime. Now if we get out of the vehicle here, I'll show you real quick. You do have the gasless or the capless gas tank here, so that way you're not scratching that beautiful paint with the gas cap hanging down. Also, I don't like to get it on my hands, so I like this feature on this vehicle. Take a look in the back here. You'll notice you have an option on your key fob. You hit it twice and the trunk's gonna open. Cool thing about this too is from back here, if this is too high, all you have to do is adjust the tailgate to where you want it, push and hold that button right there until you hear the car beep, and then that way the trunk is going to only open to where you just set it at. So it's kind of a nice cool feature to have. You'll notice that you do have quite a bit of space in here. You also do have a 60-40 split seat right there in the back, so you can knock those down if you need to. You also have a lever right here that you can pull for each side, and that's going to automatically put those down for you. Really cool feature to have in case you're lugging a dresser in here or something like that, and you kind of just need to quickly put that seat down. Just pull the levers real quick, slide the dresser right in, and you'll be all set to go. And then you do have your tie downs right there and right there as well. And then you do have some more small storage stuff in here, as well as your spare underneath. Now to close the trunk, all you have to do is simply hit this button right here, and the trunk's going to close automatically for you. If you have any more questions about this beautiful blue Equinox, give me a call, 802-776-5000, and ask for Mike, or stop on down 65 Windcrest Drive right here in Rutland, Vermont, right off of 7 South.